think so. Yeah, wrong way. Hey. Hey. Why don't you come out? Stop. Berta, no. Berta, come on. Nope. Come on. Out, 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 out. Out, 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 out. Out, 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 out. Go say hi to Alfie. Did you even get one? Berta, come on. Stop that. You two be nice. No. Nippy McNipperson. Elfie will come out in a little bit. He's still healing. His claw ripped off last live. He got startled. Which was not a good thing, so I'm just trying this. Because they're going to come in here anyways. And she just knocked over the TV. Here, Cookie? What's up, Big Berta? You already sucked that down? Holy cow. Berta. They don't want a free home appraisal. Berta. Come on. There's better things to do. You two be nice. Be nice, Berta. Yeah. And go leaping around the corner. What are you doing? Oh dear. You hop in your box? You startled me. Yeah, they're all yours. We're gonna have to clean up. Everything is yours, yeah. Come on out. There's better things to do than bother the other poor old ladies. Come on. Say hi to Alfie. You can't get through that way. That's a dead end. Berta. Oh dear. Cedrika. Alberta. Oh my. That was a happy hop. Yeah. No nippy. No, you two. You be nice. Be nice. Cedrika's gonna escape. Where'd you go, Berta? What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm just hanging out with Miss Berta and the rest of the buns. Cedrika's back there banging away. Why don't you come here, pretty Berta? Berta. Pretty Berta. She's very busy. Oh, it's a different area, and I'm kind of... Because they're going to get in here. Stop. Okay, leave them alone. They don't come and bother you. Berta, come on. You can't... There's no magical portals. You saying hi to your sister? Okay, you two. Nope, that's a closed door over there. You two be nice. No, no, no. You don't like Miss Penny. And Miss Penny really doesn't like you either. And for some reason you tolerate Cedrika. Hey, naughty goat. Alright. This was not the greatest idea. Out, 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 out. Yeah, go say hi to him. He has a hurt paw. He's hurt. I'm gonna have to put you away. She's trying to... Yep, you're trying to jump. Just trying to size it up and see if it's possible. Which you already know it is. You were only a couple months old and you figured out how to jump out of these all by yourself. You didn't need to stand on anything. You just went for it. Oh, yeah, always. I didn't even see it. Sorry. Oh. Was zoned out on the rabbits. This is Alberta. She's the next largest one. That's Alfred over there. That's the only male that we have. is Elfie. Otherwise, they're all girls, which is a good and a bad thing. And everything belongs to her. I'm just like, Berta is probably one of the most unique rabbits I've ever owned. She's got loads of personality. And she talks and grunts. And when she does calm down, she's a really nice rabbit. Which she has her moments. She's a good girl. She just gets a little sassy sometimes. She's a goof. Yeah, what are you doing? She's bigger than Miss Fritters, which is the cat, and she's a Maine Coon mix. She was another rescue that we took in. We found her underneath a wood pile. She's destroying my chair. This one I don't care about. That one I do. She's trying to compute a way to jump over. You can see her trying to calculate the jump. She used to do the same thing when she was little. She'd eye it up. She's not tiring out as fast as she normally does. Happy circle. Yeah, I see you, girl. I see you, big girl. Pretty Berta. You gonna give a pet? Good girl. Good girl, Berta. Yep, now we're a little tired. And him, he's just eating the blanket. You're okay. You can lay down. Yeah, you got a bite. You got a bite. And then you get tired of being sassy. Did you get tired? Pretty Berta. You want to let your sister out? Would you come out for a while? Yes, I can give you head pets. I'm probably going to put her away for a little bit because she's a little overheated. And let your other sister out, who's a goblin. And you got Elfie. His paw is a little bit better. He'll be out in a little bit. I just don't want him to get too worked up, because he overheats just as bad as these girls. So I'm probably going to have to get Little Miss an ice pack. So, forgive the camera work. He's right there. You can look at his ear. Oh dear, she ran away. Here, come here. No, bird off. Oh, bird off. I see you. That's enough. Here, you want a cookie? Come here, big birda. Come here, big birda. Here. Oh. Well, I guess I'm chasing her around. She's very fast. Hi. Little Cedra wants to come out. I don't know where she just went. Yeah, you're a void. You consume all light. Oh dear. Okay, you two. Yeah, you want to go over and talk to Alfie. Yeah, you two be nice. Be nice, Berta. Berta. Yeah, why don't you relax? Alfie's trying to show you his toys. Why don't you relax, Big Bun? He's trying to show off and impress her. Look at all the neat stuff I have. Yeah, you are. You're trying so hard. Berta still needs to have her spay surgery, which is coming up in July. She'll be a year. And then that's a more safe way to do it. Or at least my understanding of it. Plus it gives her time to mature and grow more naturally, but she's a good bun. She's a big bunny. So is that one. Yeah, you're a big bun. You both are big buns. Forgive the camera work. I'm gonna try to put her away, maybe. And let Cedra out. I think she's calm enough. Oh, no. Burst of energy. That's Berta. She usually has to have a mild sedative for even going to the vet because she can be feisty. I remember the first time we tried to clean, or at least trim her nails, and she was a very angry burrito. She bit through a bath sheet. No, that's close enough. I see you, Berta. Oh, you don't like the live? She bit the phone. Hi, Berta. Yes, Berta. You're not going over there, Berta. Okay, that's close enough, you two. Oh, where are you going now, Berta? Oh dear. Alright, I gotta try to put this mongoose away. At least for a little bit. There's an ear. Alright. Stop. And then this little one here is Cedrika. Yeah, they have taken over my home. I felt bad for them. So the three sisters, they were raised to be meat, which I really hate to see one of them killed just for that. And then that guy, somebody couldn't take care of anymore, didn't want. That's how a lot of them ended up here. Same thing with the cat. Okay, you two. Be nice. Hey. Stop. CD. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either for using it for the fur. But it is what it is. That's what he was probably bred for originally. Fur and size. Okay. Nope, you're not getting in there. Because you will start a fight. You have a long history of it. Out. The only reason they're kind of crazy is they didn't get to come out twice today. It was the first time that they've been out. Usually they get to come out twice a day. Oh yeah, they're not spayed yet. That's another reason. He's fixed. That's another reason why nobody wanted him, unfortunately, which is really kind of sad because Alfie is probably the sweetest rabbit I've ever had. He's more like a dog, but so is Berta. And Cedrika can be nice when she calms down. Hey, you are not going over there. There's plenty of stuff to do here. Yeah, but they're not spayed, to answer your question. They'll be a year, I think either August or July. I don't remember. I have it written down somewhere. The girls can be, they're pretty loving. Like little Cedie, one-on-one sitting in the cage or her enclosure area, she's very calm. Or just having her out alone sometimes, she can be. Yeah, I'm working on that. That's not until they reach a year. That's what I'm waiting for. So the other sisters that came, so they're kind of over there, and I only have it like that because Alfie crashed through it. Got startled. So they're gonna get in there anyways and just have to clean up. And they'll be coming out. What is she doing? They all have a pretty good personality. Cedie is quite loving towards Alberta, but nobody really gets along with Penny because Penny wants to be the boss of everything, and she's very one track. Yeah, Alberta's... I know a lot of people will say they're overfed, but all the weight that we've got on them, the doctor's been very pleased with. And I trust the exotic that we go to. She's very, very, very good at what she does. That's the first thing that I did when we got Alfie. I had a appointment scheduled with him pretty much the day after we got him, just to double check and make sure everything was okay, that he was healthy and that he was indeed fixed and everything else. I don't like to take chances, at least not with these little guys. Okay, you're done over here. You want cookie? Alfie already knows. He's like, what? Look at his lips. Here, Cedie. You can eat a cookie. She's just chinning it. Yeah, it's your cookie. Alfie, you can have half a cookie. Everybody says I'm overfeeding him, but he's a couple months younger than the girls, and he's still technically growing. Oh, her color? Yeah, she's identical pretty much to Berta, or Alberta. I saw the two black rabbits or the place that we eventually rescued them from. How much do I feed them? That all depends on weight. Like, I usually feed him a little bit more heavier. Cedra, they all get unlimited hay. Unlimited hay and unlimited pellets for right now, and we're starting to kind of bring them down on alfalfa. But that's all each individual rabbit. Like, Berta's still got a little bit of food left. You two be nice. No, Cedra. But there's some pretty good weight calculators if you want to do it that way. At least through Google. I do it all by weight. But like I said, unlimited pellets, unlimited hay. They get orchard grass. Or not orchard grass, Timothy. Right here. We used to get the 55-pound bales. And that's just the alfalfa, but this is the last box. There is stuff that's specifically for rabbits. If you're talking about like hay types, there's different cuts. I mean, a lot of the stuff that you're going to find at Tractor Supply or feed stores is going to be more geared towards horses. I usually go with Oxbow. That's what I pretty much always use. This one's oxbow. The pelletized pellet, but this stuff is what we use for their litter. Oh dear. You are not going up there. I'm gonna have to shoo you in your house. Penny wants to come out, and all she's gonna do is dig. Oh, you do. I think we use Chewy, honestly, and we just have it on auto order. We've saved a lot of money like that. There was a local feed store that we were doing business with, and then they kept upping their prices pretty much every other time we're picking up an order, and yeah. I usually give vegetables 2 times a day. 2 times a day. And I'll usually give like little bits of carrot. So mainly green leaf cilantro, green leaf lettuce. And I'll usually give like a couple real thin pieces of carrot to each bun. And then we actually give them a banana or an apple kind of as a midday snack when I get home from work. That's kind of their halfway point. That's kind of expensive. You're talking pounds or euros. I'm from the States. I don't know. I think for our hay per month, it's right around 30 or 44 or something, 44.50, something like that. Oh, her tail. Yeah. And poor baby. She has a long tail though for how tiny she is. But she's not even the smallest. Penny is the smallest. I didn't know. Oh yeah, never mind. You guys had Brexit and the whole thing when. Yeah, that one. I don't even remember the name of that prime minister or whatever he was. The one that was talking about Pepper Pig World. That's what both of our civilizations have been boiled down to. An orange angry man and that guy with really bad yellow hair. Oh. The price of everything has gone up though. Them, not as much. Usually if I go to Tractor Supply, the pelletized bedding, you can get it for pickup $6 a bag. Which isn't too bad. But they get changed out. Their potty boxes 2 times a day, once in the morning, once at night. Fresh hay added both times. And then vegetables in the morning. And then the pellets and water, that's pretty much unlimited. Oh, I don't even want to comment on politics. Every side's looking up. Yeah, we're not even. We're here for rabbits and calm things. I'm probably going to put her away and see how Penny does out. CD looks pretty tired. She looks a little overheated. A little. She's probably not going to let me pick her up. She's still very skittish about that. If you cover her eyes, she's not so bad. Oh, we're real close to the border of, well, Canada. Oh, yeah. I was wondering what was going on with your little guy, Hershey's. That's not good if he's not drinking at all, or very little. Which he went through a little bit of somewhat GI stasis, but a lot of it was stress-induced Alfie when we first got him. And I know it sounds really weird, but you really got to monitor their droppings, like the size and shape, consistency, the whole nine. It sounds weird, but they get GI stasis, stressed easily. Cedra's always been pretty good, though. She's a pretty calm girl. She likes to snuggle, too. She's a nice lap rabbit. She's a good one. The hairballs, yeah. That the weather too. I try with him, especially because he's shedding and he's really bad. The girls aren't that bad with shedding because they have Rex fur. But him, he's got to be brushed 2 to 3 times a day sometimes, and he's been shedding. You can see where it is. I have... Hey, what's up? These brushes. These work the best. I know it looks stupid, but I used to use stuff like this, but larger. I rode horse grooming. That works pretty well, the fine side. And I got another one because I lost this one. And then just this, which is nice because you can just throw this one in the washer. You pick out most of the stuff. Did you eat your cookie? She's pretty calm. Once she does calm down, that's all she really does. Alfie's munching back there. Gotta let Penny out. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read along. I'm a slow reader. I'm sorry, everyone. Plus, I'm kind of distracted. They're really good. Yeah, it breaks down their hair. Yep. And what's happening with Hershey, as long as he's like still eating, but I'd be more concerned about the drinking because they have to. I don't believe in those water bottles. I kind of got the same setup in every kind of enclosure with like how Alfie has them, and those are just dog bowls from like Amazon that kind of bolt to the side, but you can still flip them out. Otherwise, they just flip them over constantly. Not Cedra so much, but Berta still finds a way to undo hers, and hers actually like locks into place. It happens twice a year. That is really weird. I wonder if it happens around the same time of year. That is weird. Yeah, I was thinking, and even they give those like children's syringes for like giving medicine and stuff like that, and we've had to force feed him the critical care, and Berta also had to have critical care, and usually I mix it with like beech nut baby food, like the pear and apple, or pear and blueberry, or apple blueberry, something like that, and it's kind of more palatable for them. They still hate it. We had to hold Berta down to do it. Sometimes they won't eat it on their own. That's the only problem. And you're kind of forced to have at least someone hold them down, and then you can only do a little bit at a time. It's not exactly the best situation. Sometimes you can get that stuff, the critical care I know I can get from Petco, but I always keep at least 3 or 4 bags here, just because it is good for like 2 or 3 years. The worst that can happen is you don't need it, and at least you have some. Because if something does happen, I don't know. I'd hate to think I wouldn't want to lose one of these little guys. Even though you're naughty. Even though you're naughty. Okay. Leave the old ladies alone. What you could do too is like mush up a little bit of banana and apple. Yeah, I know it's a bunch of sugar, but you could do that. Try to give them a little bit more water with it. Kind of just like mash it up with a fork and see. At least to get some sort of fluid in them. Thank you. Yeah, I hate the freaking X pens. That's not really my setup. Those were my idea. The kennels are a little bit more better for them. Alright, CD. Nope. Hey. You can't go back in your house that way, though. Come on. No. This way. Nope. Cedra. Grapes are okay, but I don't like giving them too many grapes. I'm kind of weird. Plus, they don't really like them. They like bananas, pears, carrots. I've tried giving them mangoes. They hated them. The only 2 that ate them were, or rather 3. So he ate some, Berta ate some, and then Ruby in the back. But Ruby is a garbage disposal. Yeah. Oh dear. She's quick. Okay, you two, be nice. That was pretty epic. Usually I don't give them too much of the skin with the pears. And that's not an every time, every day kind of treat. That's like kind of a once a month thing. In very small amounts. Usually the bananas, the greener they are, the better because they are higher in fiber. Or at least the starch content. Or I don't actually know how that works. I'm not going to pretend to know how that works. I just know the firmer ones are somewhat better. What, Cedra? You booping me. You're booping me. Oh my. You're fast. What? She's nipping me in the butt. Pumpkin I've never tried with rabbits. I don't know if you can get some of like the baby food that we use. We don't give that much to them. When they do, it's usually because we have to give them medicine. Yeah, I don't know what she does. She's a little sweetie. She will snuggle. She is a snuggle bug. She's a little snuggle bug. She wants to be friends with Alfie. You be nice, CD. She is behaving pretty well tonight. So are you, big dude. Oh, I see with the pumpkin. It's full of fiber. I've never heard that before. Mine really don't like pumpkin. I've never tried though, really, either. Tried other fruits. Really like their little apple slices here and there. They don't get like a full apple each, but a couple of small little pieces as a snack every once in a while isn't so bad. Yeah, I know, little dude, you want to come out, but you gotta wait until the unholy terror comes out. Miss Penny Peepaw. She's such a little cutie. See? She's a little sweetie. Berta would be getting pissed right now. Well, it depends on her mood. She was the first one. She settled down the quickest. They do not like blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. I've got them from the store a couple times, and they hate them. But you got some wild ones that are outside that I'm gonna try with them when they get a little bit closer to being ready. I know way back in the day when we used to have outside bunnies, I used to give them like mulberries as treats, and they really loved that. They really liked it. I didn't give them too many, like maybe like 2 or 3 per rabbit. Cedra's a good bun. I'm gonna go try to put her away because she is overtired and a little overheated. So maybe not. I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm trying to scoop her. Come here, girl. Okay. Mary and Joseph. And we want to fight the world. Yeah, you're a menace. Those are all your sister's boos. This is my daughter's favorite little friend. And her and my daughter are pretty much, she's imprinted on her. But she is, she's naughty and little. Come on. Nope, out of there. Out of there, Miss Little Rex. Come on. Come on. Come on. Out. Go say hi to Alfie. Alfie acts like he wants to give her a kissy, but she's gotten nipped by him. They've all kind of gotten nipped by one another. I know Berta's still got a snarl, or a little bit of a scar, where she's missing fur, and she got in a little bit of a scuffle with Cedra. That's when they were much younger. I'm gonna have to try that. I wonder if they would eat pumpkin. Weird. You want a cookie? Would you come out of there? Hey. Come on. Come on, Peepaw. The reason that she's called that is because she pees everywhere. Or at least she used to when she was real little. And then she'd use her little feet like little paintbrushes and just walk through it, and it's like, oh, great. Your little guy's been in a fight too? Yeah, these guys are jumpers too. It was Cedra and Alberta, and Cedra kind of, they were both standing on their back legs like little hares. I couldn't believe it. The two of them were always so calm together. They are bonded, but they can't live together right now because they're both of them are unspayed. I think they'll calm down once they get spayed. I don't think she's gonna calm down that much. She needs kind of another docile friend. Yeah, rabbits fighting is scary. They're kind of brutal because they go for each other's eyes. I've never seen, like, they get going. If you're not fast to break that up too, it's over. You could have a very hurt rabbit or not even at the end of it. Pieces of hay around my house. That's the weird part about rabbits when they do fight. We've been pretty good for the last at least 4 months now. We haven't had any fights. Usually they're just little quick, like little nip at each other. That's about it now. Okay, you didn't have to do all that, goof nuts. You can get out of here. Oh yeah, when they pull the chunks of fur out, that is so weird too. So that happened, like I said, with Cedrika and Alberta, and those two were always so calm together. And just one day, I don't know what it was, probably because they're teenagers. I'm gonna fight. Hi, what's up? Yeah, I don't know. They look so cute and defenseless, and they're pretty brutal. And I guess you kind of have to be if you're a prey animal. Oh dear. I'm just reading through the rest of what Hershey said. Yeah, they go for each other's eyes, eyelid, they'll grab a nostril. I broke up the fight between Cedrika and Alberta. Oh dear. Those two are bonded, but they get a little weird. Okay, you are not going by Alberta. You and Alberta do not get along. Okay, you're making Marshmello very upset. I think you need to go back in your house. Marshmello will get upset at Stormy. Marshmello is partially blind. Marshmello is the white one. Stormy is her sister. She's a gray one. We'll let them out probably after Elfie comes out. Yeah, that is bad, or can be bad, or scary. when introducing new animals to one another, especially rabbits. I don't like when they fight. Usually what we've been doing now as far as bonding time, we've moved back to kind of a mutually new spaces where both of them are kind of out of sorts. And then usually they got nothing but one another. Alright, Penny, that's enough. I'm gonna put her away and probably let Elfie out. Okay, Penny. Of course, you're gonna be a slippery peepaw. Peepaw. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna give the gang cookies. You got one, Berta. It's on your plate. Your foot is on it. There you go. Oh. Yep, he knows. He already knows. Well, hopefully he doesn't spaz out like he did last time. I'm gonna rethink that. This little dude is a moose. Alright, Alfie. Okay. Oops, sorry. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, he knows his turn too. He knows, and even when I switch it up, he knows once kind of all three sisters have come out, it's his turn. He's very smart. And Cedra's trying to escape. Because she knows she's tall. My daughter made these signs for the bunnies. We gotta hang them up yet. I still haven't hung them up. Cedra's mad. Berta's standing up. Elfie's a big old moose. I'm gonna get a drink here real quick. Oh. Good old Mountain Dew. Yeah, no. You didn't even learn your lesson. You want the teepee? Let me see. Bird is mad. I can hear her thumping, or that's Penny. Oh dear. Well, he's just gonna push it over anyways. That's the thing with this thing. I think it's like for a cat or a small dog. Alfie's kind of both, I guess. I don't know. And the woman at the pet store tried to give us dog food. It's like, I don't have a dog, I have a giant Flemish. Oh, I'll take this one. She gave me something like chicken flavored. It's like, no, it's a rabbit. Oh, well, how big is it? And told her, oh, yeah, well, you mix that with their food. Okay, no, it's not gonna eat chicken flavored anything. Mello wants to say hi to Alfred. I think he just wants to say hi. But Marshmellow's having none of it. Come on, Alfred. Mr. Butttough. Yeah, she just kept handing me that weird dog food like mix. It's like, no, it's a rabbit. You know, they hop, they eat vegetables. They're mostly vegetarian. Hi, buddy. I know they have some medications that are chicken flavored that's like for dogs, and they do give it to rabbits, but I don't know. I don't think they want to eat that stuff by choice. I want to pull that butt off. There we go. Hopefully, when he settles down a little bit, I can brush him for a minute. Hopefully. But none of them have been really out today for that long. At least the sisters have. But they usually get to come out twice. He is shedding bad. And he doesn't even fit in there. Fed them cat food? Oh dear. We're working. We have. So they do get to go outside, but that's not. They don't get to go out that much. They're mostly house rabbits. They'll go outside sometimes. Like we groomed everybody a couple days back, and they went out on like the patio, and we put out. We have one of those that we set up outside, just because I don't have enough pet fencing. And the only problem is that the neighbors fertilize, well, have a company come in and fertilize, so I don't fully trust the backyard because there's overspray, especially if the wind's coming. But they do every once in a great while. That is pretty awful. They fed them cat food? I couldn't imagine that they'd even want to eat that, but I guess, I mean, they were starving. I don't like some of that, like Katie's, their stuff. I don't necessarily like that for treats and food and stuff like that. I just use the Oxbow treats. And those yogurt drops are not good for rabbits. I don't know. It's just weird that you give dairy products to something that's literally vegetarian. Oh, someone pottied. Probably you. Excuse me, sir. You do not need to go by the spicy. Hey. He's just excited to be out. He's all huffing and puffing. Yeah, they're not. I just. A lot of the stuff that they have is like coated in seeds that Katie's, whatever it is, they use a lot of weird dyes too, which it's not for these guys. They're birdseed company. Oh, they climb all over my furniture. He's got kind of a hurt foot right now, so he isn't jumping as much. But they climb all over both the chairs. That's Berta's throne, pretty much. She loves to sit right here. She's finishing up her dinner. Alfred, come on now. Leave the girls alone. See, they don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want you peeking. You're like some sort of weird burglar. They want nothing to do with you. That's what's so weird about like Katie's brand is I can't really figure who they're trying to cater to. That's my fan, by the way. That lovely space age noise. I'm trying to turn the ceiling fan down. I want to see if I can brush him. If I give him a cookie, he'll chill. You're okay. Come here, big bud. Did you get one? Look at those eyelashes. You got such a cute face. You got such a cute face. Oh dear. What's the matter? And he's got ears like satellite dishes. Satellite dishes. Yeah, I'm trying to get him brushed. But like I said, I brush him usually once a day, not twice a day. You just had a cookie. Now he wants to climb in my lap. He doesn't realize he's the size of 4 bowling balls. He's trying to steal the food. Alfred. Big bun. Come here, little bud. Good boy. Hi, Alfie. You want a pet? Good boy. He'll calm down enough now. Excuse me. Too much Mountain Dew. Can I brush you? What if I give you another cookie? Here. You can have a piece. A tiny piece. Oh my. He's like, nope. You're fine. Yeah, he's a little skittish still. He's still probably freaked out about last time. He just ran away. He probably remembers that. Here. He really didn't do this last night. Or this morning. I went in his area and brushed him a little bit before I left for work. He was fine with it then. What are you doing? You smell Berta's potty, or is that your potty? Getting a tuft. Can you just, yeah, how about just chill? Good boy. These brushes work pretty well though. It's just you gotta be kind of gentle. And he's done. No, he sees Marshmello. He wants to say hi. I'll let those little goats out in a little bit. Hey, come on out of there. Yep, she doesn't want you by your house. Come on. Nope. Come on, Alfred. That's enough. Alfred? Come here. Alfred? Come on, that's enough. You're terrorizing those old ladies. I'm gonna get a big old boop. It hurts when he boops me. He's abusive. Where are you going, little bud? How old is Alfie? He is about 6 months. Almost 7. Or is he 5? I have his papers, actually. Yeah, he's a big boy. He's well over 13 right now. 13 pounds. His dad allegedly was closer to like 19 or 20-ish pounds from what I can remember, but I know for sure his mom was 17 pounds. But allegedly, where he came from, that's all they do is they breed or raise giant Flemishes. That's all they do. That's the only breed that they do there. It was a place in Texas or something, and somebody had got him, and they weren't able to take care of him anymore, or just didn't have the room, which I barely do. Well, I do, and I don't. What are you doing? You're just booping and hiding? Booping and hiding? Where are you going? You want to get back in your house? I think they breed mostly show rabbits. Because a lot of them, they're not cheap, the place where she got him from. I think males there, they start around 700 or 800 minimum. And then for the ones with the better pedigree, you're talking close to 1,000. So it's mostly people that are trying to build a rabbitry, which, whatever, that's what you're gonna do. But then your gene pools can get stagnant. From what I've noticed, he's a really healthy little guy. Just kind of the bad poo-poos he had when we first got him. That was it. And a lot of that was just nerves. We drove for about 2 hours to go get him. And picked him up, and he was in this kind of cat carrier that was way too small for him. We brought 2 extra ones, but I was worried about transferring him because I didn't know how he was going to react. So I left it kind of in there in the back of my truck, and then I transferred him from the cat carrier, closed the doors of my truck, did it in the back kind of seat. Put the carriers kind of close to one another. It was way too small. And I don't know if she just didn't think he was going to get that big. Yeah, I didn't pay anything for him, though. Even, like, the sisters, technically, I didn't pay for them. So the guy all he wanted was for them to go to a good home, but for what he would have sold them for meat around here, you're talking like $50-$60 a rabbit. And they're mixed. They're just Rex and Flemish mix. But It's kind of sad that even like I've had good rabbits like that where they weren't that much money. I remember getting mine from an actual breeder when I was real young with my parents. I mean, I think we paid more than less than 5, 10 bucks. I have no idea. I think it's kind of messed up that like cats and dogs and stuff like that even too, like they're still being eaten around here or used as fur, stuffed into weird sock puppet stuff. I mean, there was all those like little animal sculptures that they used to make at those like zoos and stuff like that are made out of like cat or rabbit fur. That's it's just messed up. Here, let me make you this cute little thing out of somebody else's skin. Oh, I'm too old to do all that. I can't lie like a congressman or a senator. It doesn't work. I mean, horse meat is still legal around a lot of parts. Nobody cares about, well, I don't even think it's caring. I think it's just the indifference. Like, they're highly intelligent animals. Why would you want to eat this? This is like eating a dog or a horse. You don't eat dogs or horses. This little dude, all he wants is pets and attention. Yeah, that's kind of sad. I understand in like some circumstances, very vaguely, they try to equate the cost to when you raise beef cattle or pigs or chickens or whatever. But when you really break it down, I mean, how much money are you saving just raising your own rabbits? They're highly expensive. Even if you have a full blown rabbitry, yeah, it's still a bunch of overhead. It's just weird that I don't know. There's ways of breeding them responsibly. I know in some countries that it's becoming more like that. I know Spain and Italy, they have some pretty strict animal cruelty laws. Farming responsibly, that is something like I I've known people in that kind of business. My uncle used to be was a dairy farmer. His dad was a dairy farmer. There's responsible ways of farming and then there's kind of irresponsible farming. I know his dairy cattle, he took care of them like they were his own children. I mean, they saw a doctor monthly, sometimes weekly, depending on need. Yeah, I know for rabbit farming, Spain is pretty bad. I think Italy is doing a little bit bad or better than the rest. I know they have pretty strict laws on like dogs and cats and stuff like that. I mean, at least they don't have like a whole festival dedicated to that. I won't mention any names. What country that is. See, he's so fished out. We have one bun. That's our New Zealand, but she's our older girl, and she has EC, or Evaniculi. She can't be by the other rabbits. She's a solo girl. I just touched a feedie. You're okay. You're okay. Yeah, all you want is pets. Pets, pets, pets. This one's a boy. Or at least he was until he got nipped. Oh, he's still a boy. He's just a big old loaf. Yeah, that was something I even read about with what they used to do with rabbits and bleaching the eyes, and it's just why, it's a corrosive chemical. Just to study the effects. Oh yeah, in India they make the stupid Kangal's cat or hats out of rabbits. Seen lots of videos of that. They're just literally just shaving on the poor things until there's nothing left, blood coming everywhere. It's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. There's some pretty bad PETA videos, and I don't like watching stuff like that. I think it came across my feed the one time, and yeah, I can't watch stuff like that. These poor babies. You poor babies. Why anybody would want you for that? I'm sure you don't taste too good. Yeah, I don't know how you could be that indifferent to somebody else's suffering like that. It's just, in what dimension is that considered okay? See, he's still wary because I think he got his foot caught in that kind of grate there, and he did rip off a toenail. And I was very sad about that. My fiance, she's a vet tech. We have this anticoagulant actually just for when you quick an animal, and that's kind of what happened to him. He didn't break it off all the way. He just kind of snapped the end. So the funny thing is we just trimmed his claws, but that's the second one he's cracked. The first one was on the trip to the vet. It took 3 people to restrain him. At least at first. Then he settled down when they realized, hey, these people are just looking at my ears. Alfred. He's not gonna come back. Come here. That's not his house. That's the sisters. I just moved that like that because he got trapped in there and then he got startled by the sisters, which is funny. He got startled by a dwarf rabbit. Oh dear. See, happened again. Except he just ran away. Come on, Alfred. Yeah, a 4-year-old dwarf. Come on, Alfie. Okay. Come on, buddy. Okay. Come here. Come here, bud. You want a cookie? Yeah, good boy. You okay? You just had one. You want to pick it? Okay. Yeah, the small ones do have more attitude and they got more reason to fight. Big ones like this, you're okay, little bud. I'm probably gonna put him away and then let the little sisters kind of run around. You're okay, big bud. And he's hiding behind Dad. You're not gonna go back by the sisters? That's not a good idea. Come on, buddy. Come on, Alfie. Come get Cookie. And go house. Come on. You're okay. Come on, big bud. Yeah, you're a smart boy. Come on. Come on. I'll get you Nanner. Come on, Elf. Come on. Oh. Come on, little buddy. You come house? I gotta build him a better one. He started standing on top of that and he reaches to about like here. Standing on the box. Come on. Come on, big bud. You want a cookie? Yeah, you're a little stressed. I don't want to pick you up. He really doesn't like it. Can you come? Yeah, he doesn't like that. I know what'll get him over by me. Oh, I know exactly. Oh dear, my back is killing me. Moved an air compressor. Alberta just talked. Oh dear. Oh dear. Where are you? Where are you hiding? Oh, that's good. So he's still eating. We'll try this. Come on, buddy. Look what I got. Yup, that's exactly what I did. I don't like picking him up too much. Hey, what's this? Come on. Yep, come here. Come here. Hey. 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 Come on. He's looking if some fell. Right here. Come on. Come on. Yep, he's a little overstimulated. Come on, house. Come on, house. You know this trick. Good boy. I need to make him some stairs. He has difficulty jumping. I'm going to turn on the fan. Give everybody else bananas. Oh yeah, when he throws his weight around, he can kick. Here, Berta. That didn't sound so appetizing, but I let these sit for too long. I haven't been giving them as much. Come here, little Cedie. No, all you hear is happy rabbit sounds. Here, people. I feel sorry for you, little one. Everybody's mean to you. Oh dear. Now I'm covered in freaking banana. I hate least of all. I hate bananas. Alright, we're gonna do something like this. No, I don't want him going by Berta. So we'll go like that. And just leave it the way it is. Let the grandmas out. Yeah, I know. Oh, I gotta go grab them some nanner. Well, actually, these two are on a diet. Especially this one. Usually with them, I gotta sit pretty far back because they're still pretty skittish. They weren't handled much. They're probably almost 5 years old. 4 or 5 years old. Storm is the real timid one out of the two. Marshmello is partially blind and I think partially deaf. I know they told us that after her space surgery. How many do I have in total? 7. It's like a weird German fairy tale. There's one other one, she's in the back room, but she's an older lady. She's a little bit older than these guys. She's our New Zealand. These 2 guys we adopted, I think that was right before Christmas. Like a couple days before. What got me into it? I've always had rabbits. Growing up, we've always had 3, 4, 5 of them at a time. But they were always outside ones. And then the little dwarf that we did have in here, he died, and that was right around the time that we got the 3 sisters. And I just felt kind of bad that there wasn't anything more that we could do, so we adopted these 2 guys and Ruby. Ruby had been there for like a year. She had been dumped in a park with a whole bunch of other rabbits. She had air rifle pellets in her back. Somebody was shooting at her. She's somewhat temperamental, but she's better with me. She's a funny old lady. She shakes her tail. Like almost like a dog. She'll wag it sometimes. And it's not like she's peeing or pooping or anything. She's just happy. Yeah, poor Ruby Rabbit. But she's in with my daughter, or in my daughter's room, so we're not going to go in there now because both of them are sleeping. We're going to see probably what these 2 do. If I put her, she might come out, but those 2 are on a diet. They're a little fat. Storm keeps stealing food from Mello, but Mello eats all the hay. And she's not even coming out. Really do much. Like in the mornings, they'll run around. They'll only run around for like 10-15 minutes and then they're back in their house. And even when we have the corridor or the gate, because we open up so they can come out, kind of, because everybody's got a little courtyard. But we do let them out, usually twice a day. She's just sitting there. That's all she does. She's an old lady. Oh. Let's see, I'll give her a cookie and they might decide to take it. Oh, come on. Hold on here. I'm trying to do this one-handed. It's not working out. incredibly hard to open these jars one-handed. Here. Come here, little mellow. Come here, sweetie. Oh my, that little mustache was a-going. She looks like Wilfred Brimley and Dolly Parton had a love child. There. It's a cookie. Look at her sister. Sees that we have a cookie. We're snuffing. Oh, we smell cookies. Come here, Stormy. Here. Hey. Yeah, you'll take a cookie. She's really pretty, but she's skittish. Both of them are pretty skittish. They do not like to be handled. I think they're in way too small a cage, probably smaller than this. Probably one of those little Petco specials where it's... Oh dear, we're getting a little sassy. What's up, Mellow? You got a boop. She's coming along slowly but surely. Mellow's out quite a bit more outgoing. I wish she just liked pets more. That'll probably never happen just because of her age. And once rabbits get set in their routines, that's kind of it. We gotta trim our little friend again. Yeah. Veterinarian even said that she's probably the tiniest dwarf that she's ever seen. I think she realized that that was me. Or probably smelled Berta on my hand. What are you doing, little one? You want to build a snowman? Oh boy. Yeah, they're ready to go to bed. She is trying to climb on top of her sister. She's like, I'm trying to get upstairs. You're in the way. We're hungry. I think they're just tired. We usually sleep when we sleep. Did they remove them? No. We have the x-rays from where we adopted her. The pellets in her back are still there. It's too risky with where they are in her back. They're kind of in some bad places. Really close to some sensitive areas. That wasn't like the only rabbit that they did a number on too. Whoever dumped these rabbits, it was like 20 or 28 or something like that. It was a large number of rabbits. It was kind of in an upper scale area of where we live. She survived the whole ordeal of being stranded out there, shot, and dumped in the middle of winter. That's pretty epic. She has, I post a lot of pictures of her. She's got a lot of stuff, and she's got a hutch like these guys, but she's also got a 6x6 kind of area. They never catch those people or caught them, but there were others that weren't so lucky. I know that were acquaintances with. She adopted another New Zealand that was kind of from the same dump as Ruby. It was captured in the same area, and that rabbit had its ears cut off. I don't get people. I really don't. Alfred Brimley's gonna come out. No, they never caught the people that dumped them. You see that from time to time around here. They'll be dead, like show rabbits by the side of the road. Looks like it. There's a lot of cool wildlife around here too. You know, where my one friend lives, we ran into a beaver not too long ago, which was pretty cool. So they haven't been seen in this area for the last probably 85 to 110 years. But they're starting to make a pretty big comeback. So are the salmon and the trout, especially in the area I'm in now, which is, I've never seen them here in the entire time I've been growing up. Maybe once or twice you'll see one. Now you see hundreds. So that's a crazy thing to think about. Different. Everything has become just around here. You want to say hi? No. Oh. I'm probably gonna let these little guys be. Oh. I gotta start cleaning up this madhouse. This poor fatty's tired. You're not used to being up this late. You're usually sleeping when I'm sleeping. Aren't you? You poor baby. You've had lots of cookies. And you had a little nanner. Oh shoot, I should turn on that stupid fan. Alfie he's kind of imprinted on me, but so is Berta and Cedra. Like those, the three of them are real attached to me. It's just because I think that they trust me. They know I am not a threat. I just think those the little sisters, they came from a lady, allegedly, the place that we got them from. She had a lot of rabbits, like more than 7. I think they said upwards of like 58 or something like that. Oh, yeah. If they wanted to run around all night, they do. But most of the time, they're sleeping when we're sleeping. They're kind of on our sleep schedule. But even then, even when I've been home with them in the daytime, they're usually napping. When the house is quiet, they're quiet. A lot of it's the environment when they feel relaxed. We got to do something different for the little sisters as far as a setup. I'm not really happy with how that is. I'm not really happy with how Alfie's is set up either, though. But it's slightly better than where the poor little guy was. Oh, he's always listening to me. So is Berta. Wherever she is. I think she's hiding. Oh, she's playing with a toy. Actually, I think she's cleaning herself. What are you doing? What do you got? Are you just cleaning? Then I made that little hidey hole box for her. All their litter boxes are stainless. Yeah, I know you're a big girl. She comes up to about here. So this is like 52 inches tall. She is a big bun. Here comes little Cedie. Hi, little Cedie. They all have squishmallows. Even Penny. And poor little girl. She's such a cute looking little rabbit, but she's so mischievous. And we're always starting fights. And she's got little bug wings. And then she's got a little skull on her skull. And there's a tiny patch of brown. It's not really that visible, but butterfly wings. Oh, I don't know about that. Ladybug, maybe Asian beetle, because she does nip. And we're not paying the petting tax. You have to pay the pet tax. Hi, Penny. But that's my daughter's rabbit. Oh, dear. Oh no, he decided to come out. She does do happy circles, like in the morning. She'll run from the top, come down, go around, go back in. She usually do that like 3 or 4 times, and then she gets tired and she rests. I think she wants her sister to come out. Yeah, she's looking for her sister. They usually explore together, and she'll get mad at her sister if her sister doesn't come out with her. Because her sister is kind of her eyes. And you're looking for more food. Oh boy. I have to make him a box like Berta's. We had like a cooling bed in there for him, and he chewed a hole in it, and I don't want him getting sick, so he had to take that out. But usually what we do is there's 3 layers, and then we have layers of fleece in between to give it even more. But then I like them to have kind of a little bed here. Berta has a cat pillow. Penny has a cat bed and a cooling pillow. Cedrika has one too, but she doesn't chew on it. She just lays on it. And he's got a cooling stone as well. It's just a marble slab. I took the edges off of it so it wasn't sharp, kind of rounded them down. It's supposed to be like a charcuterie board. Usually run it one day consistently, and I bought a good one. I bought a Speed Queen. Once a week, so tomorrow we'll change all the fleece. I mean, we got dollar store, Walmart. They're all pretty, $5-6. I think the ones that we got from Berta's Cage, those were Disney ones, and they were only like $5 on sale, but they're like Mickey Mouse print. We got Nightmare Before Christmas. Got a lot of the cheap, like $5 ones from just Wally World. And they get kind of ratty. And throw them up, or throw them out, cut them up, whatever. Not a big loss, but we have enough that we don't really need to switch them out, but once a week we have enough to where we can do that, especially the potty pads. That was probably the most expensive thing. Each of those pads probably about $30, 35. Ones that Berta have, they're around the same quality. Those were like 40. And then Penny has her own, and then Cedra has hers, and then they have theirs, and Ruby has one. There's a lot of washing. One solid day of washing. But you can just take most of this stuff, shake it outside. A lot of it doesn't end up in the machine. Use their poo and stuff in the garden for my plants. Been doing a lot of apple tree clones and stuff. Cherry trees. He is sleepy. Poor little guy. You munching? I'm gonna try to cut these down tomorrow. I don't like how much they stick out. That's so he doesn't tip them over. Hi, Alfie. He's watching those little ones. Stormy decided to come out. If I'm real quiet, she might come over. Nope, we ran back. That's all they really do. If I turn the lights off, sometimes they venture a little bit further. But they're kind of scared of the cat too. Miss Fritters. Elfie's not afraid of the cat. Berta's not afraid of the cat. You're not afraid of that cat. No. You're tired. You're tired, little buddy. You had kind of a big day. She does and she doesn't. Berta is cool with the cat as long as the cat's on the other side of her house. But if Berta and the cat are out together, you can get mixed results depending on the attitude. Because Berta, she's the queen. She's the biggest female. She wants to be the dominant. And Elfie's just a big old loaf. He doesn't care as long as he gets food and pets. But they'll sunbathe together, the cat and the rabbits. They open up like the blinds and that and let them. Then they're cool. They will share a spot. But there has to be kind of sometimes a buffer or a border involved. Elfie likes Miss Fritters to a certain extent. But there was a time not too long ago that if she'd get like too close, Alfie would try to nip at her fur. And I think that was just more territory, like, hey, this is my space now, please don't. Oh. Well, I'm gonna close it up for tonight. I got a lot of cleaning to do. At least roll up all this crap and shake it outside and start laundry. So I'm gonna be switching off from this madhouse. I'll see you all. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great rest of your night.